Mercy over judgment, the woman caught in adultery. John 8, 1-11. Dear viewers, before we begin, please subscribe right now so you don't miss tomorrow's Bible story, because what happens next will open your heart to God's amazing mercy and power. If you can stay with me to the end, you'll see the shocking truth about how Jesus handled this woman's sin, and what that means for all of us today. Now, let's begin. It was early morning in the city of Jerusalem. The sun was just rising over the temple courts, painting the streets gold. People were gathering around Jesus, sitting at his feet as he taught. His voice was calm, full of wisdom and compassion. But suddenly, the peace was broken. There was shouting, angry footsteps echoing through the stone streets. A group of scribes and Pharisees, the religious leaders, were dragging a woman through the crowd. Her hair was messy, her eyes full of terror. Tears ran down her face. They pushed her roughly to the ground before Jesus. "Teacher," one of them shouted, "this woman was caught in the act of adultery. The law of Moses commands that such a woman must be stoned to death." The crowd gasped. The woman trembled, clutching her clothes, her body shaking in fear. Stones could be seen in the hands of some men already. The Pharisees looked at Jesus, eyes sharp with pride. They didn't care about justice, they were testing him. If Jesus said, "Let her go," they could accuse him of disobeying God's law. If he said, "Stone her," they could say he had no mercy. Every eye turned to Jesus. The air was thick, tense, silent. Then, to everyone's surprise, Jesus did not answer. He simply knelt down and began to write on the ground with his finger. No one knows what he wrote, perhaps names, perhaps sins, perhaps something only those men would understand. The Pharisees pressed him harder. "Speak, teacher, what do you say about her?" Finally, Jesus stood up. His eyes were calm but filled with divine power. He looked at each man in the crowd and said, "Greater than, let the one among you who is without sin be the first to throw a stone at her." Then he bent down again and continued writing on the ground. A deep silence fell. The men looked at one another, their hearts began to tremble. Suddenly, the weight of his words hit them like thunder. One by one, the sound of stones hitting the ground echoed through the temple. Clack, clack, the oldest men dropped their stones first. Then the younger ones followed. Until not one accuser remained. The woman lifted her head slowly. The crowd was gone, only Jesus stood before her. He straightened up and looked into her eyes, not with condemnation, but with compassion. "Woman," he said gently, "where are your accusers? Has no one condemned you?" She whispered through her tears, "No one, Lord." Then Jesus said, "Neither do I condemn you. Go now, and sin no more." Her tears fell again, but this time, they were tears of freedom. The woman walked away that morning forgiven, saved, and forever changed. She came to the temple expecting